Welcome back to the LusoCAD for Beginners course by Structural Academy. In this chapter we will explain how to use the Spline command. The Spline command will generate a smooth curve that passes through or close a set of fit points that act as guides. First, to try out the Spline command, we must place some points in the model view. We can use the shortcut point or select it in the ribbon. Let's place them in the model view by clicking. Now that we have our points, let's activate the Spline command by typing SPL in the model view. We will be asked to select the first point, so we click on it. Afterwards, we click every other point in the order we want the spline to be drawn. When we click the last point, we press Enter to finish. Let's now try again. Using the same set of points, we will copy and paste them below so we can see both examples. Let's do the same as last time. But this time we will type the L key after selecting the first point. This just activated the tolerance command, which will allow us to input a distance value by which the spline will be allowed to deviate. In the first spline, the tolerance was 0 by default, so the spline always went through the points, but this time we will input a tolerance value, so the spline will be drawn nearing the points, but not touch them at any time. It's key that you know that the start and end point will always have a tolerance of 0, so the spline will always touch those points. Let's try 500. We can see the drastically different resulting spline. Let's up the tolerance even more, and see what we get. We'll input 1000 this time. And now 2000. To really see the difference, as you can see, the spline with 2000 tolerance is very far away from the center bottom point. But it's a different story with the top points. This is very important to understand, as tolerance doesn't mean that every point will be at 2000 units of distance away from the spline, but will have the ability to go up to that distance. So the line would have to apply less distance to the top points to accommodate a 2000 tolerance from the bottom point. Since if the line went 2000 units of distance above the top points, there would be far more than 2000 units to the bottom point, which is the limit of our tolerance. That's all for the Spline command. Don't forget to keep watching to master even more LusoCAD tools.